Hell, guys, of course, I'm giving this movie this like it deserves a dislike. But Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is a undeniable cinematic failure, and of course, the big review sites are of course protecting this movie. I said they were. IMDb, the quote-unquote most trustworthy site. According to this, it's a 6.9 out of 10. Well, according to IMDb, it's still lower than the last site, but this movie had 6.9 on IMDb. Oh, it's like the critics have finally decided, hey, this movie that you guys people say how great it is, all these garbage movies that you guys say how much of a masterpiece it is, okay? Even like the garbage movies that you guys promote are not even liked. And of course, same thing with Rotten Tomatoes. They'll do any negative review of this movie. You wouldn't be surprised, They don't want Captain Marvel 2.0. They don't want it to be the next to Last Jedi. Okay, they'll stay also because but on Metacritic, like with Captain Marvel, it's the only site that does not remove your reviews. Look at this, a 5.1 out of 10. Okay, spoilers was if you read the leaks, that's the spoilers of the movie. Okay, the leaks are all correct. Okay, Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. This is the actual score, because we all know that these sites, okay, not Metacritic, Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb manipulate scores for a political agenda, okay? Let's look at Knock Down the House on IMDb, okay? Look at Knock Down the House, okay? All you have to do is look at that score and realize that's a movie about Cortez, a politician that nobody likes. Nobody likes Cortez, but according to IMDb, it's a 6.8 out of 10. Can you please explain that to me, okay? Explain that to me, IMDb. But here it is. Here's a score of 5.1. Positive scores of 393. Mixed scores of 198, 116. And a ton of negative scores, okay? But we go, and same thing with Sword and Shield. They're going to attack the fans on YouTube because a lot of people on YouTube are saying this movie's garbage. You know, because, a lot of people were like, oh, look, all these people on YouTube are saying this movie's garbage. I'm not going to go see it. And a lot of people say they're not going to go see it. They saw the movie once to review it and stuff. Was, it's probably saying, oh my god, the movie's doing as greatly as The Last Jedi. Okay? It's doing massively. Okay? You know? Massively. Well, okay, but it's behind both The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. Okay? It's behind both of those movies. It's not gonna do as poorly as Rogue One, sadly. But if you look at The Last Jedi, 45 million eventually amounted to around $220 million. So that's around still less money than The Last Jedi. It's still less money than The Last Jedi. It's still less money than Harry Potter and Death Powers Part 2, okay? You can have a massive opening, but have a massive drop off, okay? We're also supposed to go to $100 million worldwide. Only 5 of that million is in China, but no one is behind this movie. Okay, the iOS Man, that's obviously popped up by the critics. Though we think it's one of the best movies ever. So Rise of Skywalker ended up being the fourth best preview ever. And if again these figures do not come from Disney, they come from our own sources. It is pacing behind The Last Jedi. Whereas of course the fire sales are including the previews. Only some movies have opened across $200 million. All of them are from but one of them are from Disney, versus Jurassic World, I think. So it's not going to be $170 million range. Disney sources projected north of $200 million over the next 3 days. Well, that's the free, but it's 170 million. I think is if it has good wigs, yes, it'll pass $200 million. But it's not going to pass The Last Jedi. It's not going to pass The Force Awakens. Really, they'll still be lucky if it does pass $200 million because this movie's going to have terrible, awful wigs. Okay, awful wigs for this movie. Okay, very awful wigs. So the critics are already, Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb, of course, are protecting the woke garbage. Okay, Charlie Angel, like same thing with Dark Fate, they're protecting that movie as well. Okay, they're trying to protect that movie, but most people who went to go see Dark Fate didn't like the movie. Okay, it had very great previews as well. Dark Fate did. Dark Fate, was projected to be one of the best-selling Terminator movies ever made, but it wasn't really. Okay, You know, it was projected to be the highest selling tornado movie ever made. Okay, the highest selling tornado movie. No one watched it. Okay, had a budget of $200 million, and no one went to go see it. No one went to go see Dark Fate. Okay, you know, Dark Fate had abysmal ratings. Okay, opening, and of course, if you want more proof that the first massive opening weekends do not matter, look at Batman v Superman. Okay, all we have to do is look at this movie. Okay, Batman versus Superman, which also has a similar score on IMDb to Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and was also bashed by the critics and had a massive opening of $166 million. Guess what was the final? It had a massive, almost record until Dark Phoenix came out and drop for a blockbuster. It had a record drop for a blockbuster. Okay, it had a record drop. And it only ended up grossing $832 million because even international will see people like, no, we're not watching this movie. Okay, it's just awful. It's garbage. It's unreasonable. You know, Batman v Superman is garbage. Okay, and you look at the average score for this movie and versus, you know, when it goes back to Rise of Skywalker, it's actually higher than Rise of Skywalker. So more people like Batman versus Superman than Rise of Skywalker. Okay? And you can see why every review, even the critics, do not like this movie. Okay? This movie's not going to have good wigs. Okay? You know, this movie's not going to have good wigs like they saying it is. Okay? It's not going to have good wigs. I don't care if it has the same sex, you know, kiss scene, okay? I don't care about anything about Palpatine coming back. I don't care about any of the characters in the movie, okay? You know, this movie will still have awful wigs because the story is bad. The story is bad, okay? The story is the most important part of the movie, not a kiss scene at the end of the movie, okay? That's what the big deal about this movie is. Well, it's time for Star Wars to end fully. Okay, it's time for Star Wars to finally get the break it finally deserves. Star Wars is being beaten in China because no one in China wants to see this garbage franchise anymore. Okay, the Disney Star Wars. Okay, that's what it is. It's a garbage piece of trash franchise. Okay, and they're making, oh my God, it's the first, you know, had the first gay scene in Star Wars. Okay, they're making it like it's this, you know, wonderful thing, but no one wants this movie because the story is bad, not because of a scene. Okay, you know, it is not gonna make money, that much money as Disney thinks it is. It's not gonna make, like the Korean thinks it's gonna make $1.5 billion still because it has Disney's logo. Okay, you know, Disney's logo sees all movies. Okay, Disney's cover sees all movies. No, it doesn't. Okay. No, it doesn't. Okay, the age of Disney winning over the box office, grossing $1.5 billion for garbage and trash films is coming to an end. Okay, and the Lion King remake as well. Okay, every review for that movie, people saying it's either meh to bad. Okay, look at Mercy and Mrs. of Evil after the Lion King remake. That movie didn't do too well at all. Okay, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is just another example of these media being upset. You know, overestimating Star Wars. Underestimating underestimating, you know, the fan demands as well. Okay, it does have one of the highest openings in all of history, according to the Thursday previews. It also be Infinity War, but Infinity War had pretty great wigs. Okay, same thing with Rogue One, pretty great wigs. You know, Rise of Skywalker doesn't have good wigs. It's not gonna have good wigs, unlike the other Star Wars movies. Okay, you know. Well, I gotta see what Batman vs Superman's Thursday previews were. I'm really curious what that one was, but it also had fails with cats and bombs. So they haven't putting down. Well, industry sources projecting a dwarf of $200 million over the next few days. But it'll probably bomb down like Batman v Superman, okay? Probably have an even bigger drop than Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice, okay? You know, Dawn of Justice will probably have a smaller drop than Batman v Superman. All we have to do is wait until 2 days. See how the movie is really doing. Because, you know, look at Batman v Superman. That movie did really well on its first weekend. But the second weekend after, it doesn't do well. Okay. And of course, IMDb is trying to help Star Wars. Okay. Rotten Tomatoes trying to help Star Wars. Okay. You know, it's just not gonna work. Okay. Not gonna work. Okay. It didn't work with Dark Fate. Okay. According to IMDb, the Dark Fate is only a 6.5 out of 10. when most people said the movie was garbage to meh, okay? Same thing with the Lion King remake, okay? That movie actually made money. But look at Dark Fate. It's the same goddamn thing with fucking Dark Fate here, okay? Same fucking goddamn thing with this movie here as well. And this movie's still mad at the bomb because most people said this movie was terrible, okay? People still said Dark Fate was terrible. And those reviews were, much more trusted than, the idiocracy, poopy tomato scores, okay? Here as well. So Dark Fate and Rise of Skywalker have two of the fates together. Both movies are awful movies that shouldn't be seen, okay? And that's basically it. Goodbye.